think it's safe to say this is the end of the trip. We just came out to the Flinders Ranges and we started filming a vlog to show you guys a little bit out here. We hadn't even done the intro yet. I was just starting to film some of our drive out here, and unfortunately we've hit a kangaroo. It's not looking good for the old van.
She's gone.
Yeah. We're literally on the side of the Outback Highway right now. What's the time?
9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's like 9 p.m. at night, and we can't find a towey. The radiator just started like leaking out this green, well, I'm guessing coolant. Green stuff. This is my technical documentary on what's happened.
Typical passenger princess.
You know, I was doing a great job as like passenger princess, and Scott did a really good job too, like keeping us on the road when it happened. There was 2 that jumped out and we almost missed it, but it changed directions at the last minute and then yeah, cleaned us up unfortunately. But yeah, we pulled over. We were so lucky where it happened. There's actually like a little pull off point, and we could pull the van over here just far enough off so it's like not super sketchy with trucks and stuff. But yeah, we've got 1 bar of reception, just enough to call people. I've got SOS reception, so I can't even like Google search, and we're trying to find a towey to come out and get us right now. But the issue we're having is we're about 2.5 hours away from anything. So even if we can get a towey to come and get us, we've got no reception to be able to Google search a caravan park that'll let us check in after hours, any mechanic that would take us. Like, we have absolutely no idea what we're doing, and yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. So just so we'd pick up the camera and vlog this little side mission we've now found ourselves on. There was like a massive puddle of like all of the coolant just here before. It's like fully leaked out, but yeah, this little thing's like sticking off as well. We are bloody lucky though, because yeah, this whole road has just been like, yeah, ditches the whole side, and then we found this little section here that's just like flat off the road. So we are very lucky, and very lucky all like this is the whole of the damage. I think the bonnet might even be all right, and the windscreen and everything. The bonnet looks a little bit gross, but I don't know. Still think we're pretty lucky. We get reception with the Google phone in like 2 very distinct spots. There's like one which is right in the door of the van, and then just in front of the van over there, there's like another little reception spot. But the phone kept cutting out like while we're on the phone to the insurance company to work out what to do. But we're just lucky they keep calling us back. So yeah, the guy said he's going to try and find a towey and then try and call us back. But yeah, it's really hard to keep the phone in reception. So keeping our fingers crossed. So we just heard back from the insurance company, and they've said that they want to tow us out to a town called Copley, which is like 100 kilometers further into the outback. It's the only place they can find a tow truck to come out and get us tonight. Or they said that we might need to pay to get ourselves into Port Augusta tomorrow, and they'll reimburse us later, which I don't know why, because originally they were going to send someone tomorrow morning to take us to Port Augusta. But we asked if there is anyone that can come tonight because we're not in the safest place. But now they're saying if we do go to Copley, we might have to be there until it gets fixed, and there's not like a grocery store or anything like that. And we're driving a European Mercedes that probably doesn't have parts easy to get out to further in the outback. So we're really worried. They were like, just get an Uber or a taxi like back in tomorrow, like, and just get the car towed there. But yeah, it's literally the middle of the outback. I don't know if the guys actually looked at a map as of yet, but we're trying to get him to cancel that tow and see if he'll send someone to pick us up to take us to Port Augusta in the morning, and fingers crossed that happens, because at least there's like hotels and grocery stores, and I'm sure if we do need to find a way to Adelaide from there, like, it would be a lot easier, because we can get flights back to Perth covered if they do put this on a tow truck, or we could get a hire car, or just, we've got way more options in Port Augusta. But yeah, making some noodles right now. Truck driver just stopped and gave us his number. He's like going further into the outback today, but he said he's going to be coming back tomorrow. So if we do end up in Copley, we might be able to get a lift back to Port Augusta, but we also don't really want to leave the van in like a middle of nowhere town, not knowing what's going to happen. And tomorrow's a Sunday, so yeah, we'll keep you guys posted. We also haven't heard back from the insurance guy since we asked him to cancel the tow, and that was...
We didn't ask him to cancel it.
Well, we said see if they can either take us back to Port Augusta tomorrow after the tow tonight, or if we can have a plan of how we can get out of there before we go further into the outback, because we're a little bit worried that we'll end up stuck there without a grocery store or any kind of services for a couple of weeks. And that was maybe half an hour ago, maybe, and we haven't heard back yet. So
Maybe 20 minutes.
yeah, fingers crossed. I'm like half suspecting that a tow truck's just going to rock up here at some point. But yeah, we'll wait and see. Not heard back from the insurance company still yet, and it's been quite a while, so we're trying to give them...
I'm trying to get in touch with someone I spoke to about nearly an hour ago now. He said he was going to call me back, but he hasn't.
So Scott just got a hold of the insurance company but can't get a hold of the original guy that we spoke to. Apparently they just can't like transfer the calls in between, so the new guy had no idea what we were talking about, but there was like a note on our file saying that there had been there's a bug in my eye, that there had been a tow booked through a company called Adams Towing or something. And so we don't really know if that's the one that was going to take us further into the outback or not. We just managed to get a Google search to load, and it does look like it's a Port Augusta company, so hopefully they're going to come from Port Augusta in the morning and take us that direction. But we still don't know if there's a tow truck coming from the other direction right now that's just based out of there, like, because obviously it's really regional. Like, yeah, we just have no idea what's going on. It's almost 11 p.m. and yeah, we don't know if the other guy's coming or not. And it was really, really sweet, but another truck just went past and pulled over to see if we need help. And it was while we were on the phone to the new guy from the insurance company, and he hung up because the truck was really loud and he couldn't hear us. So yeah, we don't know if the tow truck's coming to take us further into the outback or back to Port Augusta. We're really holding out and just telling them like we really want to go to Port Augusta because there's like nothing in this other town at all. And yeah, we don't know how long we're going to be there or anything. At least Port Augusta has groceries and like we can probably get a bus or something to somewhere. They said that there's like a train around this town that's like further into the outback. When we were saying like we're going to be stuck here, he's like, no, there's a train, but it's actually just like a mining train. So I don't think that insurance really get like how remote we are right now, which is making it really difficult. But yeah, fingers crossed that that the truck's coming to take us to Augusta tomorrow.
I hope it is this company that's in Port Augusta, so that way we definitely know we're getting back to Port Augusta, not somewhere random.
Yeah, because
like, I'm happy to sleep here, no problem at all.
Yeah.
But I just want to know.
Yeah. It'd just be nice if we knew that they weren't coming, because then we could just put the window covers up and just try and like de-stress a little bit. But like at the moment we're still trying to keep the van really packed up. We just made food and then packed everything away because yeah, we have no idea if someone's coming or not to pick us up, and the van needs to be like ready to drive. We can't just get in our jammies and chill out.
Ready to be towed.
Oh yeah, ready to be towed, because this ain't
everything was still moving around, like probably more.
Yeah. But
also it's like very dangerous out here, so we don't really want some aggressive person picking us up and then like rushing back because it is nearly midnight and just, you know, just wanting to get home or whatever, which is fair, but like, you know, we hit a kangaroo, that's our problem. We don't want that to happen to us. Yeah,
or someone else like in their truck or whatever. But yeah, because the original guy that was going to come out and get us had apparently left already before we got told that they were going to take us further into the outback. Then we told the insurance company to please either just confirm that they would also take us back to Augusta tomorrow, and then so we wouldn't be like stuck there for ages indefinitely, or to cancel it and book a tow company from Port Augusta in the morning.
Yeah, but that's our issue right now, is we just don't know what's happening.
Yeah, and then so he rang the guy and then rang us back and said, no, the guy's still coming out to get you. And then we said, well, yeah, like, please just double check. We're not going to be, like, stuck in this middle of nowhere town for, like, 2 weeks with no groceries, no, like, nothing that we actually need, because there's literally not even a general store there or anything. So, yeah, and then he rang us. Well, yeah, and then he never rang back after that. So we don't know what's happened.
If we don't hear from anyone within an hour, like this guy I just messaged could be driving here.
Yeah.
Or he could be in bed.
Yeah.
That's either what he's doing.
Yeah, because now we don't know as well, like, if the guy from the further into the outback town isn't here in the next half an hour, he's probably not coming because it's been, like, too long.
Yeah, it's been nearly, I think, I first rang up at 8:15 and I think it's it's past 10. It's nearly 11, I think.
Yeah, it's almost 11.
Yeah, it's nearly 11, yeah.
And, yeah, like, if he was on his way already, like, he would be here within 20 minutes for sure, I reckon. And then, but if this, like, guy from Port Augusta's been booked, like, is he coming tonight or in the morning? Because he could be here in 2.5 hours.
That's literally all we want to know.
Yeah.
If we can go to bed and wake up early, or I don't know. I'd rather go to Port Augusta. I'm happy to get picked up in the morning. That's my main. That's what I prefer right now.
Yeah.
That's what we prefer.
Yeah.
It's just everything can be organised, and then nothing can be organised out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. But we've been rambling for like 5 minutes, so we'll let you know when there's another update.
Yeah, if I put my hand where I'm standing now, just at the door outside the van, I can get reception. So I've just been checking every 5 minutes, really.
Yep, no, that's all right.
Happy days.
Do you want to show us your dance to the soundtrack? That was some awesome news. So the tow truck guy is going to come out tomorrow from Port Augusta and take us back to Port Augusta. Don't know what's happening with the car yet. We'll figure it out together on the way, he said. He said he's got like heaps of options, like it doesn't sound like we're the first interstate people that he's picked up. So he said, like, we've got some options. If this is getting freighted back to Perth, we can put all of our stuff in a container and ship it back, or loads of different options. But it's almost midnight now, so we are gonna try and pack this van up a little bit and get some sleep, and then he hopefully will be here by about 8 a.m. in the morning. So figure it out from there. A little bit sad, but just realised today might be like the last day of the trip.
Last day in the van, probably.
Yeah. Last day, potentially last night in our van too. Sad. Why do you look happy?
Oh,
You're like, I'm over this bed. Oh.
Just relieved that something's actually organised.
Yeah, I thought we were going to be stuck out here for a week or 2 or 5.
Even that tow truck driver said, like, oh, that's no good going bloody north.
Yeah.
What the hell is that going to accomplish?
So I'm glad we did, like, stick to our gut and make sure we went to Augusta.
It just makes sense. He even said that would be hard to get a hire car.
Yeah.
So I'll ring around in the morning. So it's morning now, and the tow truck driver's nearly here. I've got a message from him, came through about 10 minutes ago, and he's about half an hour away, so shouldn't be too long now, so that's good. But we're not really sure what we're going to do, if we're going to get a flight or a hire a car. So I guess we'll just figure it out when we get back to Port Augusta and go from there, find somewhere to stay as well. But that's what we're missing out on, all the ranges.
Knew this would come in handy. Morning. So we're still just waiting for the tow truck to get here, but definitely feeling very lucky this morning. I think the damage could have been way worse than what it was, and like we're both fine, and yeah, at least a tow truck can come out and get us today. I'm really grateful no one was hurt because, yeah, there wasn't really much of an option except for to stay out here last night, which, yeah, or go further into the outback, and then, yeah, still wouldn't have been much help if one of us was hurt. So I think we're really, really lucky there. And then also, we were actually on our way back to Perth. We were planning to get there next week. So if anything like this had to happen, we've already done most of our trip. So we already had in our heads we were heading back to Perth anyway. So it's not like we're missing out on our whole trip or anything because of this, which is really good. So I think we're very, very lucky, and there's a towie coming out to get us now. So fingers crossed we'll be in Port Augusta before it's too long. It is a Sunday though, so once we get there, we sort of have no idea what we're doing because we don't have reception to really figure it out. I think we're hoping to get a hotel and maybe a hire car and just try and figure ourselves out from there, because I doubt we're going to get any answer until Monday as to whether the van will get fixed in Port Augusta or freighted back to Perth. So gonna have to wait and see on that one, but yeah, tow truck should be here soon. Look at this view we're waking up to though. It's gorgeous. But I think that might be all of the Flinders Ranges we're destined to see this time. Still pretty though. I think we can hear the towie. Yeah. Here he comes. It doesn't even look that bad from like daylight. Really love that Mum chose this trip to give me my great-great-grandmother's tea set that's sitting in the van. Oh, what timing. I've owned it for 2 days. I think it's safe to say this is the end of the trip. Gotta ride to Port Augusta. Guy's just gone to measure if the van will actually fit through the bridge in Corn, which is like, hopefully will just fit.
Is there any camels out here?
Roadblock.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's some water.
We got a really big storm last night and we've just gone to drive back over the road we drove over last night and check it out. I don't know if we'll be getting to Port Augusta anytime soon. Wow.
Would anyone go through this? Big truck there?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Plastic like crocodile.
You wouldn't read about it, eh? It's crazy. Take your time, mate. You're right. So that river's going to be impassable for at least a few hours. So we've come back to Paratilna to grab some brekkie. You wouldn't read about it, eh? This is just like almost funny. Like it's that many things that have like gone wrong in 24 hours. But just gotta roll with the punches. We just spoke to one guy and he said it might be a few hours until the river goes down, but it also could be a few days. So just gonna get some coffee at the local pub and see what happens. This vlog's gone on for ages, so stay tuned for part 2 to see where we end up. Thanks for watching.